Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Greeks channel. I am Kostis, and today I have a guest with me, our second guest. He's not just a Balkan guy, he's the Balkan guy.
Right. The Balkan Guy.
Welcome, Amer, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited.
My pleasure. In case you don't know the Balkan guy, I don't understand how that is happening, but I'll have the link for his channel down in the description. We have all of the songs, and now we have the running order of the semifinals as well.
We do.
What do you think the running order will play a role on who will qualify?
Okay, so this is like a big debate. Do people think it actually affects the results? I would say it's a very minimal effect. If there is an effect, it's very minimal. I think a lot of people overanalyze it. I've seen people making like percentages of chances throughout the previous years from each spot. And I'm like, if you have a good song, you're gonna go to the final. For
I,
example, Armenia this year. Like it got the second spot, which is like, I guess, the one with the least amount of chances. Armenia is going to the final. There is no
Definitely.
in which Armenia doesn't go to the final, which means if you have a good song, you're going to the final. So
I think so as well. I think so. I understand why people say it, but I think usually the second spot is not qualifying because the producer are trying to make an interesting like order, and
yeah,
usually they put the less impressive song in their opinion at the second spot. But yeah, especially with Armenia in the second semifinal this year, this will not be the case.
yeah, of course. I,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think they purposely tried to put some of the weaker songs in the beginning and then to have like an impressive ending. So it's heavily influenced by also their choices.
Yeah, exactly. Should we take the semifinals one by one?
Of course.
Great, great. Do you have from the first semifinal, do you think there are certain qualifiers?
Oh my God. So when it comes to first semifinal, I do think there are certain qualifiers. Obviously, among those certain qualifiers is Sweden. There is no world in which Sweden is not going to the final.
No
Finland,
way.
also
Mm-hmm.
100% qualifying chances. Israel, 100% qualifying chances. Norway is going to the final. There is no way that it doesn't go to the final. And I would say, if I have to add one more country there, Moldova. Moldova
Oh,
is
you think Moldova is a certain qualifier?
100%. Moldova is going to the final every single year. Eurofans underestimate Moldova, and Moldova keeps doing well. I personally think Moldova is a certified top 10 this year because we know how amazing their
Okay.
stages are every single year. He is a
Yes.
skilled performer. He's not going to miss any notes. He knows what he's doing. He's done this already. He's done it amazingly
Mm-hmm.
already. So he's only going to do even better this time. Certain qualifier, 100%.
Okay, like I hope so. Like I really like your opinion. I am not so sure about it, but I really hope so because I love the song. It's so the only fear I have with this song is that it reminds me of France's like the song from France last year that
Okay.
didn't do that well. Like as a genre, it reminds me that, and that's my only fear about this song.
I think one of the reasons why France didn't do as well last year is because the staging was a little bit messy. They weren't as good of performers as Pasha is. Like
Mm,
their stage presence was not ideal, especially the girls. They looked a little bit awkward on the stage. And there were moments during the drop that just seemed forced. We don't have that with Pasha. Every
yeah,
single moment feels intentional, and he is an excellent performer. So I really don't see that happening with him at all.
fingers crossed. I agree. O- Okay, so do you think? Let me ask. Ah, you didn't say Serbia. What do you think about Serbia's song?
I want to believe that Serbia is going to the final, and it is one of my. Though I would predict Serbia to go to the final, but I wouldn't say it is 100%, just because
Oh,
it is.
really? Okay, okay, that's interesting.
The reason why I say that is because it's so weird and it's so avant-garde that we don't know how people are going to respond to it. it could be top 3 in the semi, but it could also be bottom 5. We don't know. It's so weird, and it really is going to come to the day off.
Yeah, but I think Serbia has a track record with weird songs that do well. Like, think of last year as well, you know?
True. Again, I said this is one of, I predict this to qualify. I just don't think it is 100%.
It is certain. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Who else is?
You gonna ask me about Czechia?
Well,
I thought you were gonna be surprised that I didn't put Czechia as a certain qualifier.
No, well, it's because I think there's a hype behind Czechia's song, but I'm thinking that because in most of semifinals we have a surprise. In my opinion, if we have a surprise non-qualifier, it will be Czechia.
I agree with you.
I don't know why I have this feeling. Why do you have this feeling?
I mean, first of all, have you seen the national finals performance?
Yes, that's the problem.
It wasn't that great. The song is amazing itself.
Agreed.
But it's very hard to transfer that on the stage when it comes to this song. It ends up having that messy effect that France had last year. So
yeah, I just hope, like, because the music video was so well done that I hope that they have the team that they will help them, like, kind of bring that feeling of the music video on stage. Because yeah, the national final performance was not that good.
I don't know if you saw, they posted a TikTok wearing all matching outfits and kind of like they were walking, and the caption said, "Are y'all ready for Liverpool?" And a lot of people are suspecting those are their outfits. And someone commented, "Are these the outfits?" And I think they responded like with this emoji, like, "Shh."
Oh my God, I haven't watched it. I don't have TikTok. I'm missing out here.
This is why you should have TikTok.
I'm too old for TikTok. Come on, we just started YouTube and now I'm learning. I cannot learn everything at the same time.
Okay, I will tell you one thing. I was disappointed by the outfits.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Oh.
So I was kind of hoping those are not the outfits when I saw them.
Okay. Now I'm so curious. I'm gonna have a look after.
You should.
Okay. Sorry?
We're completely orange, all of them.
Okay.
I expected color like the music video. I loved that. That aesthetic was incredible, but no, they just went with full orange.
Okay. That sounds interesting. But yeah, I don't, at least they're matching outfits, because at their performance, the national final performance, they had cool outfits but totally different between them. Like, and I was like, what's the story here? What's the fashion story here?
I agree.
Okay, what else do we have? What do you think about Portugal?
I think it could also be a shock non-qualifier.
Oh, really? A non-qualifier, you said.
Yes.
Like yeah, I'm scared about that as well.
In my prediction, Portugal is not qualifying.
Okay.
I think it screams 11th place to me.
Really? Oh, I hope that's not the case. I really like that song. And I like Mimikat as well. Like her.
She's lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I watched your video before we started that, about the dark horses and the winners for you, the winner material. And you said something about a country that I really agree, Latvia.
Yes, 100%. Okay, it's not 100% qualifier, but I think Latvia is qualifying.
I want to think the same thing. I really like the song, and I think it's so underrated. Like, why? Why? I don't understand.
I mean, it's the genre itself, kind of like the indie rock. It's not popular among Eurofans, which is why it's so underrated in the community, and it makes sense. But it's not just Eurofans that are watching Eurovision. Most of the people that vote are not Eurofans. And a lot of people that vote, as I said in my video, love rock. This is the only good rock song we're having this semifinal. I mean, we have Ireland, but let's be real, this is going to get more votes than
Ireland is not a good rock song. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have very strong opinions about this one.
And then the only other one is Finland. And Finland is like a mix of so many genres. It ends up being more poppy. So if we're talking qualifiers and we have Finland, pop, Sweden, pop, Moldova, pop, Israel, pop, Norway, pop, it's all pop songs that are competing against each other. And then we have Latvia, the only rock song this year, and rock lovers are going to vote for it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like it will make it will have an impact in the semifinal because we'll have all these like strong songs and interesting and different, and then you'll have Latvia's song, which is like you will take a breath there, and I think people will remember that breath when they're going to vote. I agree with you.
Yes, for sure. I just hope for a good staging. I hope for similar aesthetics as the music video. I don't know. Have you
Oh,
seen it?
really? I like their staging so much with the lights. Yeah.
It's giving Black Smoke 2015. And we all know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it like really suited the song, and it like I really love this aesthetics with the lights at the back, like the orange lights. I really loved it. Maybe I'm alone here. I don't know.
I like the aesthetic. It looks pretty, but I don't think it has an impact, and I don't think it necessarily helps spread the message of the song. And I like when staging is more intentional. And the
Yeah.
music video was very intentional, and there was such a strong message in there that supported the song. That's why I would like to see something like that.
Okay. Okay. I see. Anyone else you want to talk about in the first semi?
And there's the big if, and that's Croatia, of course.
Oh, yes, we didn't talk about Croatia. Is it an if for you? I think it's a certain qualifier.
Do you think it's a certain qualifier?
Definitely. I think, have you seen the hype around the song? Like in our channel, at least, we are a very small channel. We just started, but it's our most watched video from all of them. And I can see in other channels as well. It's like many views and many comments, like it has big supporters. I've also seen comments from Polish people saying that because most of them are not supporting their song, we can talk about it at the second semifinal. They're like, we support this one. This is our entry as well.
They support Croatia.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they were like, this. We count this as our entry because we don't support ours.
See, I would have expected them to hop on the Czechia train because like 20%
True.
of the song is in Polish.
That's true as well.
But
Yeah,
Croatia, oh, that's a big. I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see it qualifying, especially in a televote only semifinal. But you have to think about the hype that is created is hyped by Croatians. And like
yeah, that's true. That's true.
98% of those views are Croatians. And the reason for that is a lot of people don't know this. Let 3 is really famous in Croatia. It debatably
Yes.
could be the most famous band in Croatia. They've been on the music scene now for longer than 20 years. I think even 30. Like there we have contestants in for example, Greece. He's 16 years old. They have
Yes.
been performing double the age of him.
Yeah, of his whole life.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So with their fame, of course, there's hype and it's a weird entry. So, and I feel like a lot of Croatians think this is going to be a Constructa moment, but Constructa was quirky and Constructa was enticing. This is more in
They
your.
are quirky as well. No?
I I don't know if I would call this quirky. I would
Yeah.
call this more. I'm trying to think of a good word, but uh, I, like something like a message, but
Yeah.
that it's like a message that they're not showing silently, they're shoving it down your throat. Like they have a
Yeah.
message and they're literally taking your head and shoving it in your throat like and
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I respond to that. So yeah,
okay.
I really like it. It
I
was
like this song.
well, yeah, I do.
Do you listen to it like on Spotify?
No, it's not a song that I'm gonna listen to, but I liked it's actually the performance that got me in the song. So I really responded to the performance.
Okay.
I think it's intentional chaos, but it is intentional in my opinion. Like they have like they put all of the elements that they want to put, and they actually, I think, achieve their goal. Like messages passed. Like I understand what you're talking about, you know.
Yeah. I just feel
Uh,
for a lot of people, it might be a little bit triggering, the staging. That's like the
yes.
response I got from a lot of people, and that's kind of where I'm like, this might not qualify. Feel like people, a lot of European people are still experiencing kind of scars from the past wars, and this in a way could be triggering, and a lot of people might be scared to vote for this because it just might not feel right, you know.
Yeah. On the other hand, it might, for the same exactly reasons, if they're not triggering, they might be like, they might remind them of what they've been through, and they're like, oh, they are talking about us as well, you know?
Yeah.
Not only, yeah. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. It is a controversial song, so not. I didn't expect that everyone would agree about it, you know? Like it's.
Yeah,
Let's go to semifinal two.
let's do it.
Same question. Do you have certain qualifiers at this? This is such a different semifinal.
Okay, I would say that certain qualifiers in the semifinal are Armenia, Slovenia, and
Okay.
Austria. But I
Yes.
will also say that if one of them doesn't qualify, I would not be surprised. And I don't think there's a single song other than, but no, I wouldn't be surprised with any song not qualifying. Obviously, I think there are songs.
Yes.
I don't think there's a single song in the semifinal that's 100%. I think these three that I listed, Slovenia, Armenia, and Austria, are a good 95%.
Yes.
I don't think even they are 100%. So
For me, Armenia is 100%. Like if it doesn't qualify, I will be like, what? Like
yeah,
I cannot see a universe like or a star or a planet or whatever. Like that's
yeah.
this is what will not happen. Like I don't see it not qualifying. I will be so
Armenia
surprised.
doesn't qualify. You will find me on the floor chugging a bottle of vodka more than
I
like, I will need a therapist if that happens.
yeah. That's a very like mature centered reaction. Yeah. But I agree with you. I would prefer rum, but I will have the same reaction. Yeah, I would be like,
I take
what?
my bottle of vodka, you take the rum, and
Yeah.
go to town.
Let's make another video about it, drunk. What about Lithuania? You don't expect it to qualify?
Well,
Yes, I agree.
especially with this running. I mean, if running order does have an effect, they got the perfect spot.
Yes,
So I think Lithuania is at about 90% for me.
me
After
too.
all of these, again, I don't see this not going to the final. The only thing that concerns me is the fact that it's televote only. I see Lithuania being more of a
Mm.
jury threat, and I see it being top 10 in the juries in the final. So televote, I think it should qualify.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's more of a jury song when you listen to it, but I think a lot of people like it. I've seen like
Recently,
hype.
a lot of hype has been coming, and I
Yeah.
see a lot of people saying that it's giving them the same vibes that Maro had last year, which not like
Mm.
but same vibes. And I
The
see,
Okay, I can see that. I can see that, especially at the moment that at the national final performance that they did the circle with the
yeah,
other singers. I was like, oh, very Maro
yeah.
vibes. That's true. That's very true. What else we have here? We have, uh, okay, I want to ask you, what's your opinion about Denmark?
Oh, that's a hard one. I so I've seen a lot of people argumenting that he's going to the final because of his TikTok fame. I personally find that completely unbased because one thing about TikTok, and like as a TikToker, there's something I understand about TikTok, and also someone who's in marketing. TikTok fame does not equal loyalty.
Yes.
People, TikTok is an entertainment app. People follow you because they're entertained by your videos, not because they're loyal to you in any way. The moment you stop being entertaining to them, they will unfollow you. There's not a lot of loyalty there. So people who follow you on TikTok, they're not likely to pick up the phone and vote for you. And a lot of people think he's going to the final because of his fame on TikTok. I disagree. I don't think it's going to have much of an effect. The only way it could have an effect is if during the voting sequence, he starts a live on TikTok. But even then, it would be not enough to actually change the results. With that being said, I can see him going to the final based on the song, but seeing that he's opening and his live vocals, which are problematic, I can also see this staying in the semifinal.
I agree with everything you just said. So I've been listening that there is hype around this person, really, but I haven't seen it, at least on YouTube. I'm not in TikTok, as I said before. I'm not in Twitter, so I don't know what's happening there. But in YouTube, there's not a big hype around the song or him, or like, I don't see it from the fans.
Even on, I mean, he has a lot of followers on TikTok. He has 10 million.
Okay.
Even on TikTok, the song hasn't been succeeding. He's been trying to promote it and he's been trying to make content with his song. And it's actually really sad because he will make some content with his song and then some content with other sounds from TikTok. And the other ones will do really well. But the ones when he tries to use his song, flops.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay. What do you think about Estonia?
Estonia, that is, I've had a trip with this song. In the beginning, it was nice. Then I started when I saw the live performance, I started disliking it because of the fact that I don't feel the emotion when she sings. And I don't know.
Really? Okay.
Do you feel it?
I do. I actually feel the emotion when she sings, with her voice, and she's one of the few singers that I listen to every single thing that she says. It's the whole performance that I wasn't in, like the visuals. Apart, the piano was cute, but her outfit, it's like
Makes
at
her
least
look
15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite
and you
old.
never say it in that outfit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I would prefer if she was wearing a sweater and sang this song, you know, like that, this gown with fabric. It does, I don't think it goes well. Yeah, but yeah, I know people like it in comparison with other songs in this semifinal, but I don't think it will qualify for some reason.
I think there is a market for it. Like
There
seeing
is, definitely.
Final 2, I could see this being my dad's favorite.
But
Because
that your dad vote?
No. But he doesn't live in Bosnia. So
well, okay, yeah, that's true. But if yeah. Yeah.
Would
But I think that the Eurovision audience has evolved, and this song would be a song that people would vote for in the olden days of Eurovision. But I'm not sure if it's like now. I think the fandom looks for something different, something more edgy, more, you know. That's why, like.
I mean, I guess a fair comparison here is Armenia, because both of them technically are ballads. It's just that Armenia has the spice.
Yeah, Armenia's song is so cool. Like, it's a ballad, but is it a ballad? Like it have a rap moment. It has, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It has the spice. Well, Estonia doesn't have that, but at the same time, it is a really high quality song. So again, I wouldn't be surprised either way. I can see this qualifying. I can also see not qualifying. So
yeah, and I have to ask you, since we're at the semifinal, and you are the Greeks channel, what do you think for Greece and Cyprus songs?
I think Cyprus is qualifying. I think Cyprus is a safe qualifier, actually.
Okay.
And the reason why I think that is, first of all, the song is very impactful. It has a lot of progression. It starts slowly, it builds up, it goes back down, and then it builds up into an explosion. And that works really well in Eurovision because it's not stagnant. It gives people something to look forward to. It takes you on a trip. And then besides that, I mean, look at Andrew. Let's be real.
I know.
Like that dude I think he spends every day in the gym. I think among everyone I know, I spend the most time in the gym because I'm in the gym every single day for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've seen your Instagram.
I think he's in the gym more than me. And you know him. He's always putting his like.
Of course. I hope he goes naked
I
on
don't see him
stage.
performing with sleeves.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to show off the muscles, and he's flirty with the camera. So I see a lot of people falling for his charm. He's a very good vocalist. Um, he hasn't shown that in Australia besides last year, but on TikTok he's been doing covers of songs, and he's
Yes.
really good. So I have high hopes for him. And then when it comes to Greece, Greece is the exact opposite of that, where I feel like the song doesn't take you on a trip. It stays too stagnant for a long time. And then in the end, even when the explosion tries to come, it doesn't fully explode. You expect this, but you get this.
Okay.
That makes sense. And that's and especially in a televote only semifinal, I really don't see a path for Greece to qualify.
Okay, that's fair. Like for me, none of these songs are like my favorites anyway. But I think the only reason I think they will both qualify is that they're together at the semi-final. And let's be real here, these countries are exchanging votes. We all know it. Even the public, it's not just the juries. If you see the public votes, every year is 12 points from one to the other. And then there's also Albania at the same semi-final, and Albania is also exchanging points with Greece most of the times, not always. So I'm like, they're all together for the first time because usually EBU tries to avoid that. So
Yeah.
I think they will try to help each other, the people between them.
I
But we'll
definitely
see.
I agree with that that's gonna happen. I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough.
Yeah, that's true because it's like 16
But I see
countries. So
Cyprus getting at least a few votes from every other country.
yeah.
When it comes to Albania and Greece, I don't know.
Yeah, Albania, I don't see qualifying as well. I don't see it. I actually liked the song the first time I heard it. The performance, not so much. But then when they revamped it, which I'm not sure exactly what they changed because I was so distracted by the very bad music video. So I was like,
So bad. I don't see this working well on stage. It's awkward. She brought her whole family on the stage. Just imagine. Don't think about her. Think about a random artist bringing their family on the stage. It's not a good concept. Whoever thought that was a good concept, it's not. And I would still give them a benefit of the doubt. Okay, maybe they're gonna execute it well. They don't. The music video hasn't been executed well. The performance on Fake hasn't been executed well. Yes, I know they're working with Sasha Baptiste, who
who is
is
that? I have no idea.
so she is the stage designer, stage, I guess, designer is a designer that's been the most successful in Eurovision.
Oh, okay.
We're talking Fuego staging,
Which one? Fuego?
Fuego, yeah,
Okay,
Christian Kostov, Bulgaria, like so many entries that have done really well in Eurovision.
I see.
Really good track record. But can even with her track record, it takes a lot to stage a family
Yes.
on stage together.
I know. I understand that this is a family song, so she has to have her family with her. But the only way I see it being interesting is if they are not doing the very soap opera thing that they are all touching each other, and I want something different. Put every family member in a cage, away from her. Something like that, something different.
Maybe if they made like a huge prop of a house and each of them is in a different room.
Oh, yes, exactly. Like have them separate, like something dividing them and something, and everyone sings alone. That, don't touch each other, don't look at each other, don't make head movements,
I see that. It's so awkward, honestly, that performance. It would not
I
fly.
know. Any other countries you would like to talk? I have to ask you about one of my favorites, which is actually my top 10 from the whole contest, and people are underestimating it. Like, what do you think about Belgium? You don't like it.
I don't think this is going to the final.
Why people say that? Urgh.
It sounds so cheap. I
Does it?
don't want to say this in a rude way, but to me, the production of the song costs like sounds like it costed 10 euros.
Why? I mean,
It's
I'm not a musician. I don't understand what you're
like I
saying.
understand if you like the beat, the catchiness, of course. But to me, it just bothers me how cheap it's like this song needs to go back to studio and it's not finished. Like
Okay.
it sounds like demo to me. Like first recording, let's take a demo. And that's what it sounds like. And to me, that's so off-putting. And I know a lot of people don't like that too. So I
Okay.
can see myself loving this song if it was finished, but I don't see this as a finished product.
Okay, that's very interesting. I mean, I'm not a musician, so I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, I don't know the what's what it needs more as music. I just like what I listen to as a fan, and as a
Yeah,
yeah.
of course. I mean, think about the instrumental of this song and then think about Armenia instrumental. Armenia sounds
Yeah.
so professional, so fresh, and then this just sounds I don't the best way I can describe it is cheap. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing a revamp. I genuinely thought he was. And then when they published the music video, it was the same song, and I was like, what? Like I was shocked because I thought the revamp was like really necessary.
Okay. 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 That was a strong opinion about one of my favorite songs.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I respect your opinion. Uh,
Okay,
so now I want to do some fun questions for you.
okay.
Uh, Question number one. Which song had the best national final performance for you?
Ooh, I actually haven't thought about that yet. Best national final performance. Like I know last year, easy answer, Sarajevo Muškarčina in Serbia national selection. By
Yeah,
far, I think that was the best national performance ever. Like
yeah.
out of all the national performances I've watched over the years. This year, best national final performance.
But
Ooh,
from the songs that won and they're going to Eurovision.
songs that won.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I would maybe have to say Finland.
Okay, I hear that. Yeah.
Arena's there as well. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you chose Finland over Sweden? I
I choose,
mean,
I choose Finland over Sweden.
okay, interesting.
I love the concept. I love his energy, his outfit. I love the cha-cha-cha dancers.
I love that too.
It's crazy. And in the middle of the song, there's like golden confetti or whatever. It's incredible. I mean, I don't know what team he's working on. I don't know what's happening in their head. I want to I wish I could pay like 100 euros to go inside their head like for 5 minutes just to see what is happening in there because I find it so fascinating.
Okay, that's very nice.
What about
Yeah,
you?
sorry.
What about you? What's your favorite performance?
Oh, I think it was Lori. It's Lorene's.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it was. I think they created an experience there. Like, I was like, what is this? I agree. It was very interesting. The performance by Karia. The things like, and I love the cha-cha dancers because this song is nothing. That has nothing to do with cha-cha-cha, but it's called that, so they brought the dancers, which was great. I just wanted them to come later.
Okay.
I wanted I wanted the performance, the visuals to have the change where the song is changing. Maybe maybe
Makes
that's too simple to think about, but I think that if you start it in a way, especially for people who don't know the song, not us that we are following him, they will watch it for the first time and he starts like the way the song starts, and then everything changes, and cha-cha-cha dancers come in, and everything, it's gonna be a surprise, That was my only thought about it. That I was like, oh, they could be better.
Reason why I like the cha-cha dancers being there the whole time is because in the first half they look angry. Their movements are so like
That's true.
strict and straight to the point. While in the second half of the song they go crazy as well. Because for him it's hard to show that seriousness and strictness in the first half, and because he's singing as well, and
That's true.
That's much easier. So they portray the message. You know how in the music video, first half he looks like that, second half he has a blonde wig and he goes crazy.
Yeah.
Can't really do that on the stage, which is why I think where the dancers come in to give that feeling.
Yeah, I agree. I also think I want an outfit change for him. I don't know why. I want him to do an outfit change.
For the whole thing, or just like during the performance?
No, at some point, like maybe when the song changes, but I want him to start different and then go even crazier, I love the outfit that he has. I just want something to happen with it. I don't know what.
I would maybe like to see an outfit change for the dancers.
Or that. Oh, yes. If they want the dancers from the beginning, maybe they will change their outfits as well as their behavior. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe like go from those pink dresses into like sparkly dresses or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, question number 2. For you, who has the most impactful voice from the acts? Like a voice that you listen and you get shivers just by the sound of it, if there is anyone this year.
Is that even a competition?
I don't know.
It has to be Lorraine.
Oh, okay.
She has the voice of an angel. Yeah, I
She
don't
has
think
an amazing voice.
I think the way she sings, and even it's so intentional, and she even like misses some notes, but the way she misses them makes it sound more emotional. It makes it sound that's what it's supposed to sound like. It's her voice. I think she has one of the top 10 voices in the world, and not just in Eurovision.
In the world. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you've listened to her other songs. She has an incredible discography, and the only thing I'm looking forward to this year is Loreen becoming famous worldwide.
She will. I'm pretty sure she will. Yeah. Now, especially that Eurovision is getting more and more attention from worldwide. Yeah.
And if we exclude her, then I would say Armenia. Brunette.
Okay, I haven't heard her live though, so I'm waiting.
True. I haven't heard her live either. I should probably look for footage of that. But what
Yeah,
about you? Who do you think has the most?
For me, it's Blanca Paloma from Spain. When I listen to her voice, I don't know, maybe because Greece and Spain has some similarities in the culture, and I listen to some things that probably remind me of something that I don't know what. But when I listen to her voice, I get the shivers. It just happens to me.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, I actually went to Benidorm Fest this year.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
I didn't like her song in the beginning when they just published all of the songs. It was my least favorite out of all the Benidorm Fest songs.
Okay.
I am there in the arena, and you know where I was standing? You know at the end where she like is standing and like with her hand up?
Yeah.
Was in like next to her. She is like next to me.
Oh, okay.
Standing right there, and she's performing, and I went from like not liking the song to being in love. And I can't even explain it. This song, when you hear it live, it's even better than like when you hear
It
it.
makes sense live, and it makes sense with the performance. You need to see her singing it to understand what this is about. I understand, like, I didn't listen to the songs before for the festival, so I hadn't heard it before. I first saw it after she won, and I was like, from the first moment, because I saw it with the performance, like.
Yeah, so that's
They staged it so well as well. Like they did a great job.
she designed that all by herself.
Oh, really?
Stage designer, she's the costume designer, she's the choreographer, everything.
Oh, now now she's going even like higher in
She is
my.
extremely talented. I saw some memes online, the Spanish team being like, "Oh, we don't need any team members. She's doing everything by
Yeah.
herself."
Yeah, don't spend money on other people.
Yeah, like spend
Yeah,
money on other things like promo.
exactly. Okay. Question number 3 from national finals again. Which is your favorite outfit that someone wore?
Okay. I have to say Finland.
Okay, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
have to. It's so impactful and it's so crazy, but in the best way possible. And I love the way he portrays confidence and
Mm,
like even with like I mean when it comes to let's say societal beauty standards,
mm.
obviously there's like, oh, you need to have this kind of body or you need to be tall, for example. And as we all know, Kari is really short. And I feel like he's perfect representation of like, I don't care, I'm confident, and that makes me sexy. And it really does. It
It
makes,
really does, yeah.
and I wish I had the confidence that he has.
I know, right? I'm looking at him and I'm like, the way he's standing, I'm like,
Yeah.
how is he so confident? Like, what is going on through his
But
mind?
I don't know, like when he was a kid, they must have like given him some juice that gives like you crazy confidence.
Yeah,
Amazing. And it makes you like him so much more because you want to be like him.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I agree completely with you.
What
Question number 4. Who
outfits?
is oh oh uh I don't know. I will say Gustav's outfit. I love.
Really?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
No, it's not. I mean, look at my earring. I love this kind of, like I like stuff like that and avant-garde and fun as well. Like to have,
I
yeah,
like
I
it as
like it.
well when the colors match. For example, for you, the colors match. The earring goes really well with the sweater.
Oh, stop it.
The colors did not match.
No, I like it. Sometimes it's fun to play around with colors. You don't have to match everything.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah. Uh, Question number 4. Who is the sexiest this year? The sexiest person for you? It can be either gender, male, female, anyone in between, whatever.
Every
Yeah.
year I have my like ESE crush. Uh,
Okay.
Last year it was definitely Andromache. She is
Who?
Andromache from
Andromaki. Yeah, yeah. She's beautiful.
she was gorgeous. I think this year it might be Armenia, and I think it might be Finland. Like
Yeah.
Armenia, she's gorgeous. I mean, have you seen her, like the way she carries herself every
I
single
know.
you can't take your eyes off of her and she has that presence. But then you also have Karya. And as I said
With
before, like it's his confidence and it's everything about him that makes him so attractive. And it's like literally like I'm in love with both of them. I think both
I
of them.
know.
I think if someone tried to make me choose, I would be like
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I don't know how, like, I don't know. I agree with both of your choices, but I also have Marco Mengoni in my head. So
okay.
yeah, who is like in a different type of sexy. He's like a very poised type of sexy. Yeah. Yeah, but then you have also Noah Kirill, who is so sexy in an obvious way.
Oh,
Like, I don't know.
oh
We have
my
so
god.
many sexy
I feel like I
people.
would be intimidated by Noah though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. She is intimidating.
She is
She
so
is.
intimidating that I would just like if I tried to like talk to her, I
Yeah,
would like stumble on my words and not know what to say.
I know.
But
Yeah, you're
besides
very
that,
right.
you know who I find adorable? Alessandra from Norway.
Oh, yeah, she is. She is. And
Adorable. She has the
she's,
cutest personality.
that's what I was going to say. She looks so cute, but also when she's on stage, she's so dominating. Yeah,
Yes.
like she has power, which is very, very interesting.
At the moment the song ends, she goes back to her like cute self. And I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw her reactions when she won. She was running around hugging everyone. And you know whose energy I think she matches? Slovenia, Joker out. they have the same energy. They're super silly. They're super friendly. You should see some of their like videos on Instagram, TikTok. I don't know. They're super
Okay.
silly with each other. They're really funny. And I think them and Alessandra would be like best friends. And I think it's also that also, I mean, for me, like when I look at my crushes, I mean, yes, it's good that they're attractive, but to me, personality matters a lot. And
Definitely.
see people like Alessandra and the guys from Joker Out being so silly and being so fun, it just makes you literally have a crush on them because they're
Yeah,
such.
exactly. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, personality matters so much. Okay, question number 5. Which is the most memorable song for you?
I feel like I'm gonna start repeating myself.
Okay.
um, okay, I'm not gonna talk about Finland this time. I think that's easily the most memorable. I don't think
Yes.
once you hear that, you can't forget that. But besides Finland, the most memorable, I would say, is Austria.
Oh, yes, makes sense. Totally. Yeah.
Pope, Pope,
Oh,
Pope, 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 Pope.
I know. I was like in the reaction, I was like dancing. I love that it comes with a dance as well. So you like learn the dance and the song at the same time. It's so cute. Yeah, it's great.
They were even some people started like a trend on TikTok like doing the dance, I think.
Did it? I was sure it will start when I saw the music video. I'm like, this is gonna get like very hyped on TikTok with the dance. What did I want to ask about that? Oh yes, I remember. When you reacted, did you realize that it was about Edgar Allan Poe?
Yes,
The
I knew what the song was about before, because
you knew it. Okay.
because obviously Twitter. I don't know if you're on Twitter, but
No, not that much. No.
so this season there was an account called Crystal Ball that was leaking a lot of songs. And it
Mm.
was a big drama on Twitter. A lot of people were debating like if it's accurate, and it ended up getting almost everything right, except for Serbia national final. It announced the participants and it was not right, but everyone else, they announced the Norwegian participants, Sweden participants, all before they were announced. And one of the songs that was leaked was Austria, but it was just the part that said, "Who the hell is Edgar?" Pope, 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 and that was the only thing that was leaked. And people were
Okay.
like, "There's no way this is real. This is fake." Because when you only hear that part, it sounds like a mess.
Yeah,
But
you're
the
like,
song, it makes sense. So
yeah.
I didn't know what the song was about, and it wasn't really hard to get the message. I think a lot of people are making it seem like it's hard to get it. It really isn't.
No, I'm just asking because when we reacted, I was with Mario as just one of the two other people that we have this channel. And it was like early in the morning and we were listening to it and we were
Yeah,
dancing and
it
stuff.
was like 7 a.m., right? It was released.
Yeah, yeah, it was released very early. So we were like, just had woken up and we had no idea what it is about. And we started listening to it and we got so excited with the music and the dance and everything that we didn't pay attention in the lyrics really. And at the end, we were like, who the fuck is Edgar? And we started making assumptions like it's her ex that cheated on her. Like, we were saying things like that, and people in the comments were like, "Are you stupid?" Like,
Okay, I mean, I knew who Edgar was before listening to the song, but I also got what they were implying with Edgar.
yeah, yeah, no, we definitely missed the mark on that one.
I would hope that a lot of European people would know who Edgar is because he
Yeah.
is very significant. But also, I a lot of my education I got in the U.S., so of course,
Okay. Did you grow up there or something?
but I went to college in the U.S.,
Oh, I see. Where in the US?
Oklahoma.
Okay. I have
Out of all places, I know.
I have no idea. I've never been out of Europe, so I don't know.
Well, you should visit Oklahoma, that's for sure.
Should I? I don't know. Many states in the US are weird. Will they accept me there with my earring or not? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, U.S. has become decently liberal everywhere, even Oklahoma. But I would,
Everywhere. Have you seen the last bills that are? Yeah. Anyway, that's another story for another
I meant
video.
socially acceptable.
Yeah, okay, socially.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, question number 6. Which is the most memorable video for you? Music video.
Music video. So when it comes to music video, I would say Czech Republic, probably
Oh, yes.
the most impactful. Besides that, I mean, we got Israel. She's serving. I think that image of her as with the horse, like half horse, half
That's a
her.
very strong image, yeah.
I think it will be engraved in my brain, and not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very strong image. It's very weird, yeah. I actually like this image.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that image, yeah. And I like weird stuff, that's why I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
I like weird stuff as well, but
that was too weird.
When you see something, it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
yeah, I understand that.
It had that impact on me. And then another good music video, Armenia is a good music video, but it's not breaking any rules.
Yeah.
Austria is pretty cool. And
yeah.
I don't know if you saw Norway is releasing a music video soon.
Oh no. Okay, I can't wait.
Watched like a teaser and it looks like it's gonna be really good. So
okay.
I'm excited.
Nice, me too. Yeah, I want to add in this list with music videos Georgia's music video.
I kind of feel the same way about Georgia as I feel about Armenia. They're good, they're visually pleasing, but they're not
like great. Innovative. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And just to know, I found it quite epic in a way for some reason.
For sure.
And last question, which for you is the most underrated song?
Most underrated song? Oh my God, by the fandom or by the odds?
Both? I don't know.
If we're talking odds, Latvia. I mean, I think Latvia is like 14th in the odds for the semifinal one, and I'm like, why?
yeah.
But when it comes to underrated, just usually like everything else, I would maybe say Cyprus.
Okay.
Cyprus is an excellent song and shouldn't be underrated. And besides Cyprus, I would add to Australia.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, you're right.
Australia is going to the final.
Yeah, they have a great song. It's different, but you know, it doesn't have the attention that it should have. I agree.
It's nice. It changes. Again, as I said before, I like songs that take you on a trip that change, and this one changes, and I like that. And I think I would like to mention Poland. I think people are giving Poland a lot of hate, and I disagree with all the hate that Blanka is getting. It's really getting out of hand. It's getting disgusting, honestly.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Like, I don't agree with the performer, like Blanka herself, getting all that hate. Yeah. I don't know how involved she was in this whole situation. So yeah, do not do that. Like, she's an artisan. She's actually having stress anyway to prepare for Eurovision. Like, if you don't like it, don't like it. You don't have to send your hate, you know? I agree. But I have very strong opinion.
The thing is,
as well.
If the national final was rigged for Gladiator to win, I don't think anyone would have a problem with it. And I don't think people
that's
the Polish national
that's true, but that's true, but that's not the answer. You know, like maybe the people wouldn't have wouldn't be annoyed with it, but it wouldn't be right as well, you know.
Of course it wouldn't be right, that's what I'm saying, but people wouldn't be annoyed by it. And a lot of people don't realize the Polish national final has been rigged almost every single year. This is not the first year that it happens. It has been happening, and it's not the only national final that is getting rigged. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that people shouldn't talk about it. Like, if it's rigged,
definitely
talk about it and stop it.
Give Blanka hate because
no,
he rigs his national final. That's what, and it's just
Well, I don't know. Maybe she was involved, but we don't know the full story, and we'll probably never know. So you're right. There's no reason to send hate towards a person. It's not right. Yeah, I never liked the song anyway. Like when I reacted to the songs before the final and before I knew the whole controversy and everything, I was like, this is my least favorite, and it won.
I just think it's iconic.
In which way? Which way?
Like it's iconic in like a funny way. It's like the way she performs and the way she sings. I don't know. It makes me laugh, and I like it. I don't dislike this song. I enjoy
Yeah, I've
listening.
seen that you liked it. I've seen the yeah, and I was like,
There's something about her saying, "Baby, yes, girl, let's go."
okay, yeah,
Maybe cast some spell on me because I can't even explain to you why I like this, but I like it.
yeah. It's catchy. Like if you listen to it a lot of times, like you're like, it kind of stays in your mind, and it also reminds me of every like summer hits we've had before in our lives. So it's like I get it. I get what the song is about. I was just not impressed.
I get that.
Yeah, especially after I saw her national final performance. Like
Yeah, I hope
with the
she's
Blakan Guy and everything.
yeah the huge black letters. That was hilarious.
Interesting choice. I mean, I hope she does that in Eurovision as well, so we
You
can laugh
do?
about it.
Oh, okay. I hope she brings something even more iconic. I don't know.
Ah, yes, yes. I don't know. What could it be? I hope she like comes on stage flying or something. Like,
Imagine she puts on the stage like a huge statue of herself.
oh yes, please, please.
And not just one, like multiple in different outfits.
Oh
I
my
can
God.
totally see that.
But I can see that happening. So I'm not gonna be surprised if it
The
happens.
Blanca Monastery.
Um, so we've been here for about an hour now. Do you have time for a very fast top 10 or are you done? Great, great. Let's do a very fast top 10.
Okay, let's go through it. Okay, so 10th place, Serbia. Love the song. It's amazing. I don't know how it's gonna do in Eurovision. I could see it doing really well. I could see it flopping, but it's in my 10th place. I like it. 9th
Okay.
place, Slovenia. It gives me major ex-U vibes, like ex-Yugoslavia. And obviously being from the region, that's the kind of music that I grew up with. It gives me ex-U rock vibes. That was
Mhm.
my parents' favorite music, my siblings' favorite music. So I really grew up with music like this. So for me,
Okay.
it feels like home in a way. 8th place, I got Spain. It's magical. Her voice transcends. I think it could win Eurovision. I wouldn't be surprised if it wins Eurovision at all. I think it's definitely winning the juries in Eurovision. So she's on my 8th spot. 7th spot, I got Lithuania. I love it.
Okay.
It's there's something about this song that the moment I listened to it, it touched my soul. And the way she pulls those high notes, it's like she sings into my heart. I love it. I love how Lithuanian it is. I love that it has the chuto tuto elements, which is very Lithuanian.
Agreed.
It might be the most cultural song Lithuania has sent because Lithuania
Hmm.
doesn't send things like this. So love it, love it. And I love that she improved every. I don't. You probably didn't follow the national final,
No,
but
I didn't.
3 performances. They had the preliminaries, the semifinals, and then final. Every performance, she kept improving the song and she kept improving the performance, and it kept getting better and better. In the first like semifinal, she was like 4th place in the semi. So people were like, okay, she doesn't stand a chance of winning. And
Yeah.
final, she improved it and won.
I
So
saw I saw a performance of it and I was like, oh, that's a different song. You know, you're right. Because I saw a previous performance after and I was like, what is this? Where is this from? And
it's
then I realized that she was improving the song. Yeah.
so seeing how she was able to take fans' comments, improve it, I can only imagine the magic she's gonna bring on Eurovision.
Mm-hmm.
On the 6th place, I have Latvia. I think Latvia is a masterpiece, an underrated masterpiece. The theme of the song and the message are so powerful. I think it might be my favorite message this year. It's
Okay.
so powerful. And it kind of has the similar theme of Serbia, but I like its execution more than Serbia's execution because both of
Okay.
them are about like sleeping and not waking up to see the world issues in the world. But
Exactly.
Latvia is like personal, like they're singing to the person they love and like saying
Mm.
like, oh, don't wake up, like I don't want you to see it, like let me protect you from it, rather
Yeah.
than Serbia, he's singing to himself how he wants to
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
because he doesn't want to deal with issues. So that's why Latvia is more intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth place, we got Austria. I mean, it's iconic. It's
It
amazing.
is.
It's fun. It's a bop, and you can dance to it. And there's not much more there to say. It's just so iconic. Fourth place, I got Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I from the beginning to the end. It keeps growing. It keeps changing. A lot of people don't like that. I love it. I love songs that change. And the dance break at the end in Eurovision.
I can't wait to see what's gonna happen there. I can't wait.
It's going to be. I know it's going to be epic. I don't think Noah would settle for anything that is not epic. So
Yeah.
I'm confident. And then we go into my top three. On my third place, I have Sweden. Um, it's again, there's not much I can say here that hasn't been said already.
Exactly.
That's why it's in my top three. It's probably going to win this year, and it would be 100% deserved. On my second place, I have Armenia. It's this song. I I think the reaction that I filmed this year is the one I'm probably the most proud of, but at the same time, initially I almost didn't upload my reaction to the song because
Why?
I I almost cried and I had tears streaming down my face.
Oh,
And for me, like the type of personality I am and how I portray myself online is not emotional. And I'm not an emotional person. So I like to be seen as someone who likes to have fun, as someone who likes to banger, who likes to dance. And we all think about the images we're leaving online.
yeah, of course.
When I watched the song and it hit me so strong that I songs don't hit me like that. Like I don't get hit like that by songs, but it did. And I got emotional and like tears started like going down my face and
Oh, that's so cute. I don't think I've got this reaction. I'm gonna watch it after we finish
yeah,
here. Like,
I mean, I
ah.
was literally hiding it because I didn't want to show it. Um, and again, I almost didn't upload a reaction because it wasn't what I wanted to put online, but I did. I ended up uploading it, and
I
it
think you did good. Yeah, you shouldn't be embarrassed about moments like that. It's like the opposite. It's nice to see you vulnerable, like
I
it's
was embarrassed by it. I think it's just like, is that what I want to show? And I did.
yeah.
I uploaded, and it did really well. I think it might be the most viewed reaction to that song, maybe the
Okay.
most viewed or in the top three. And I got so much love from Armenians because of it. Uh,
Of course you did. These are beautiful moments. I'm happy you did that. Yeah.
so it's on my second place because of that. It's the way the song hit me. I can't describe it. It literally punched me in the heart, and I that doesn't happen to me a lot.
Um,
On my first place, it's
I
the only
know.
it's
I
the only
know.
song that made me cry, but it made me cry happy tears, and that's Finland.
Yeah. I was expecting that. I was expecting that. After our previous conversation, I was like, I haven't heard Finland so far, so it's the number one.
Of course. I mean, I had seen the song when it came out. I followed the national final. But I didn't
Me
like
too.
follow it throughout, I didn't watch the performances. I wanted my first reaction to the performance. And as soon as it won, I watched the performance and I was laughing and smiling so much that at some point I had a tear in my eye from all the
Uh,
smiling. It was literally like happy tears. So yeah, the two songs that made me cry are my top two, just completely different types of crying. But what do you
yeah.
think of the top 10?
Of your top 10, I mean, I'm not judging here. We have quite different top tens.
Okay.
Not quite, not so much. Like we love the same songs, but they're just in different order, and some of them maybe didn't make my top 10. They're like 11 or 12, and I have something else. Like recently I changed it because last week that we did it with news, this video, I said my top 10, but it's changing. So I'm like,
Okay, let's go.
I'm just, okay, let's do it. So very quickly, my top 10, my number 10 is Germany.
Okay, nice.
I really like the song. I liked it from when I was following the national final. I'm not in love with the performance. I was expecting more, so that's why it's number 10. Number 9 is Italy. I have a soft
admit it.
spot for
It's because of
Marco,
what he looks like and not because of the song.
of what he looks like and his voice. And the meaning of the song, I don't understand it because I don't speak Italian, but I've read the translation, and I was like, okay,
I don't trust you that this is in the top 10 just from the song.
okay. I might be a bit thirsty, a little bit.
I'm a bit biased.
Yeah, a little bit. Then my number 8 is Belgium.
Okay.
I told you it's in my top 10, and I really like it. Number 7, what? Yeah, 7 is United Kingdom.
Nice.
Which last week it wasn't in my top 10, but I've been listening to it every day, and I'm like, it has to go in my top 10. I'm listening, I'm like,
I get that.
yeah. Then I have, sorry, because I have it with points and I'm getting confused. Number 6 is Finland. Yeah. Sorry, I think I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I can hear you as well. Yeah. Number 6 is Finland. Number 5 is France.
Okay.
I really love the song. I am curious to see it live. I'm waiting for it, but I'm listening to the song. What do we have here? 4 is Sweden.
Okay, of course.
Yeah, we've talked about it. We both love it. Number 3 is Spain for me.
Of course.
Yeah, and then number 2 is what was number 1 for me, and it's Serbia.
Okay.
My number 2. I just love it. And then number 1 is Armenia.
So so you have a number 1 and I have a number 2. Wow.
Yes, which was like Armenia last week was in my number 4, 5, something like that. But I've been like, I'm going to the shower and I'm putting it on. Like, it's great. I just love the song as well, and her and the music video, the way she like dances and everything. Like, I'm just in love with her, with Brunette.
The do good, be good, look good. Oh,
Yes, that moment.
it's so
Everything.
powerful.
Yeah.
I could definitely see her in top 10 in Eurovision. I don't think she will win.
Yeah, I don't think, at least for now, because half of these songs we haven't seen what they're gonna do on stage, and they can always surprise us. Don't I like I remember 2021 Maneskin before their rehearsals, they were not number 1. People, it had a hype, but before the rehearsals, it was not there yet. At the rehearsals, everything changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still have a long time to go, and like I guess our top 10s will like change.
Especially with the rehearsals.
Exactly. And these are opinions. Don't take it personally. Like chill.
I
If you
always
have
have to say
different,
that in my videos, like, this is just my personal opinion. Please tell me yours. I know mine.
exactly. If you have a different one, say it. Like leave you a comment and let's talk about it. But in a chill way. Like it's Eurovision. Let's have fun all together.
100%.
And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me again.
My pleasure. And thank you everyone for being here. Subscribe to both the channels. You should do that. Otherwise, you will be missing out, and you don't want to do that.
Of course. Should not be missing out. Come on. This quality
Exactly.
we're providing, like, come on.
Exactly. Like the video, share it with your friends, everything. You know what you have to do. You should know by now. And yeah, see you very soon at another video. Bye.
Bye.